Are you looking for some ideas to help you grow your business? Well, I've got good news. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 business growth ideas. G'day, Ben Futrell here, co-founder of Max My Profit. We're all about helping you build the business you imagine. Now, if you imagine having a business that was growing and was profitable, was efficient, was fun, something that you wanted to get out of bed and run every day, then I've got good news because today I'm going to take you through 6 ideas to help you grow your business. It's probably the most common questions we get asked is, are there shortcuts or easy ways? And unfortunately, the answer to that is no. But however, good, consistent effort on growing your business will give you great returns on investment of your time and your money if you stick to it. It's what I call the compound effect, which is a great book, by the way, by a fellow called Darren Hardy. If you haven't read that, go and read the book, The Compound Effect. I think every business owner should read it. Anyway, let's get stuck into these 6 business growth ideas. All right, the first thing that I'm going to suggest is not rocket science, and you may have heard this before. And I remember there was a very famous saying by Abraham Lincoln, and he said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. I'll spend the first 4 hours sharpening my axe." And what I'm going to talk about here is planning. I see too many people that do not have a plan in their business, and you've probably heard of the good old saying that says, "If you fail to plan, you plan to fail." So you do need to have some sort of a plan. Now, I'm not talking about one of those big thick business plans that you might take to the bank for a loan or to investors to raise capital. What I'm talking about is an action plan. So something that clearly sort of describes what it is you're trying to achieve and how you're going to go about doing it. So it's really clear on what needs to be done by when and by who. All right, my tip number 2 on growing your business is to set goals and deadlines. Yes, you need to make sure that you are held accountable and that you hold your team accountable to goals and deadlines. And really, really important, because once a number is set, that is what we will focus on. And we're amazing. Human beings are amazing in the way that we behave. If we have a target, then we are focused on, then that's what we will strive to achieve. And as a team, it makes it really easy for everyone to know what it is we're trying to get to or where we're trying to go. So it could be a sales target, a number of quotes target. It could be a customer satisfaction target. It could be an average dollar sale target. Whatever it is that you have decided in your plan is important. Make sure that you set the goals, put deadlines on them, and make it clear to everybody what those goals are. All right, tip number 3 is around people. Now, you've probably heard this before, and that you're only as strong as your weakest link. And what I see is that as employers, quite often business owners are quite, hesitant to move on people that aren't a great fit in their organization. And so I want to really encourage you to make sure that you've got the right people on your team. If you've got somebody there who you feel is not a good fit culturally, maybe they don't have the skills to carry out the work required, or maybe they have the wrong attitude, then it could be time for them to be moved on and make space for the right person. Now, I know that can scare a lot of people because you might not like confrontation, but you need to be honest with yourself about what it is you're trying to achieve in your business, and are the people that you've currently got in your team going to help you get there. And I can honestly say that when you go through that and you get through the other side, you will feel much better for it. And I'm sure you've probably experienced that before in the past, where you've had somebody who wasn't working out, you've moved them on or they've left, and you feel relief. It'll also help the rest of the team, because when you've got someone there that's not participating at the right level and doesn't have the right input, that can have a detrimental effect on the energy of the rest of the team, especially if you're letting them get away with not doing what they're supposed to do. So make sure you've got the right team on the bus. All right. Tip number 4 for growing your business quicker is to invest in technology to get the job done faster. In 2021, there's absolutely no excuse for not using things like automation through CRMs, which is customer relationship management tools, things like email marketing automation, things like, there's even artificial intelligence these days for all sorts of things. If you're in manufacturing, you should be looking at the latest equipment, whether it's CNC machines or lifting machines or packaging machines. There's just so much technology out there right now to make it easier for you to do your tasks, that you should be looking at those things to make your business run more effectively and efficiently. And in turn, it will be more profitable. It will grow your business bottom line, which is what it's all about. So never be afraid to have a look at in technology, and always be willing to invest because long term it will pay dividends. All right, tip number 5, or business growth idea number 5, is to find new ways to reach your potential target market. Always be looking at innovating when it comes to marketing. Always say to people, it doesn't matter how good your product is, the best hamburgers do not sell the most. We know this because there's a worldwide phenomenon of one of the worst hamburgers, but they sell millions of these things all across the world. You could make a better hamburger, but I doubt you'd be able to sell more than they do. Now, the reason for that is because their marketing is amazing, and I'm sure you know which hamburger store I'm talking about. So with your business, although you may have an amazing product or service, it's really important that you're constantly innovating when it comes to marketing and looking at new ways to attract new customers, whether it's things like video or podcasts, maybe it's some email marketing, maybe it's joint ventures, strategic alliances, whatever it might be. Always be looking for new opportunities to reach your potential target market. All right, business growth idea number 6, and this is my final one for today, is to make sure that you stay in touch with what's going on. It has never been easier to access information about what's going on in your industry or with your competitors than it is right now. In 2021, it's amazing the data that you can gather about what's going on in the marketplace and look at what the trends are and what's happening, what your competitors are doing. Look at things like what people are searching on Google. There's just so many ways now for you to be able to research and find out what's going on. So there's no excuse for you not spending time working on those areas of your business and working out what it is that's going on in your industry that's going to give you the edge over the competition. I will finish up with one last bonus tip. I said there was 6, but I'm going to give you 7. The 7th one is to make sure that you spend at least 20% of your time working on your business. If all you do is spend all your time working in the business, then the business will not flourish and grow, because somebody needs to innovate and drive that new technology, the resources, the systems, the tools, whatever it might be, and train the team. And that has got to be you as the business leader. So make sure you're taking time out to work on your business. Now, if you want help to grow your business, then head across to maxmyprofit.com.au, where we're all about helping you build the business you imagined. Now, like I said, if you imagined having a business that was more profitable, maybe it was more fun, maybe you wanted to get out of bed in the morning and go to work and drive that thing because it made you lots of profit and gave you the time and freedom to spend the money on the things that you love, then head to maxmyprofit.com.au and talk to us about helping you build the business you imagined.